Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. The NFL is back. It is back, people, and we are in full swing. We got the Dallas Cowboys playing the Philadelphia Eagles, America's team versus the defending Super Bowl champions. We already knew Dallas was going to get spots like this, but boy, oh boy, was it a game. The entire world had Philadelphia just going through them and running them over, defending their Super Bowl title, beginning to defend their Super Bowl title, and they had them just routing the Cowboys. I was one of the few who kind of figured that this game was going to be closer than what you imagined, or I actually at one point believed that the Dallas Cowboys was going to win this game, and they should have. And I don't think they're going to miss Michael Parsons very much. But before we get into it, it's your boy PetryPerfect, and I am one half of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. You can catch us live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. This is my initial right after the game reactions to the Cowboys and the Eagles season opener, where the Eagles defeated the Cowboys 24-20. So that means the Cowboys did cover their 6.5 spread. So what a game, people. What a game. I'm excited to talk about it. I think I want to do more videos like this. I don't think I've ever been this amped during a video, because it was just a fun game, man. I just love the NFL, and here we are, we're back, but we got to talk about this game. So let's get into it. Like I said, the Eagles defeated the Cowboys 24-21. I'm going to read off a couple stats for you all today. I want to start with the Eagles team. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts, who played incredible today. We'll talk about him in just a minute. Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23 for 152 yards. He threw no touchdowns today. But then in rushing, we also got to remember this. Rushing, Jalen Hurts, 14 carries for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, with 18 carries, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown. So the Cowboys did a pretty good job in keeping Saquon Barkley in check, but they didn't account for Jalen Hurts tonight. But like I said, more for that in a minute. Receiving, Dotson had 3 catches for 59 yards. Dallas Goedert, big target today, 7 catches for 44 yards. Saquon Barkley caught 4. Devontae caught 3 balls. And of course, with the gambling world is going crazy about, the fantasy football world is going crazy about today, is A.J. Brown held to 1 catch for 8 yards. And that 1 catch came at the very last pass that Jalen Hurts threw for the night. So is it rigged? Or is it just a part of the game plan? I guess you gotta let me know in the comments what you all think. But moving on to the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott was 21 of 34 for 188 yards, averaging 5.5 yards a throw. Javonte Williams, big story, 15 carries, 54 yards. Miles Sanders, big story as well, 4 carries, for 53 yards. And I apologize, Javonte Williams had 2 touchdowns as well tonight. So for those who took him on your fantasies, I know you got a high chance of winning this week. Moving on, we had George Pickens with 3 catches for 30 yards. Jake Ferguson had 5 catches for 23 yards, so they did a good job in keeping him contained. And Kevontae Turpin with 2 catches and 18 yards. And the big story, one of the big stories of the night, CeeDee Lamb with 7 catches and 110 yards. But of course, he had those 3 or 4 brutal and crucial drops. So we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But man, it was one of them games that came out with a little bit of aggression, as a rivalry game would. The Eagles and the Cowboys do not like each other. They have never really liked each other. These are 2 strong fan bases that are going head to head on this opening night. So the Cowboys dealing with a lot of emotions. The Eagles are dealing with a lot of emotions. And of course, we all seen those emotions play out on screen very early in the beginning of this game, when Jalen Carter is seen spitting on Dak Prescott. Son, in that moment, you just can't do that. You can't do it. Of course, but in the beginning, I'm like, what could Dak have done that would have triggered that response from you? And of course, We find out later at the end of the game that, towards the end of the game, excuse me, that Dak actually spit first. Now, Dak did not spit at him. So excuse me, Dak did not spit on him, but you can argue that Dak spit at him. Excuse me, but I feel like Dak was spitting at the floor. I still do not think that warranted the reaction from Jalen Carter. I know a lot of people are going to try to make excuses for his actions, but we all know what our grandmothers and our mothers used to tell us: it's not the first person who throws the punch that gets caught; it is the second person. So, Jalen Carter, you gotta be better, man. When Jalen Carter was ejected for spitting on Dak Prescott, that opened up I believe the Cowboys' run game today, as they was running it right through that Jalen Carter gap because he was not there to clog it up like he normally do. But that, along with a lot of the plays that they were making on defense, I feel like the Eagles are not as disciplined today. I don't know what's going to happen down the road, but they're not as disciplined today as they were during the Super Bowl run that they had last year. Too many pass interference, too many emotions taking over. It was too much going on the Eagles side that just didn't look like the same Eagles team from last year. And we know how this league works. It's different for different year to year anyways, but it still wasn't the same that we've come accustomed to knowing. So, you can't do it, Jalen. Your team needs you. You need to be out there in that field. You cannot help your team in the locker room. So, Jalen Carter, I hope you learn from this. I hope you be better from this. And I hope you can continue to go out there and be the dominant player that you are. But moving on, the other big story on the Cowboys side are the drops. CeeDee Lamb, you gotta catch the ball. I can't. Your job, you are a wide receiver. Your job is to catch the football that is thrown by the quarterback, his job is to throw the football. One is supposed to throw it, one's supposed to catch it. You cannot drop them balls on third and fourth downs. You just can't do it. The last catch, I might give you a little pass on that, but you need to catch that one to make up for all the other ones that you dropped. CeeDee, I never thought CeeDee had the most purest hands in football. Anyways, I always thought CeeDee Lamb was really good with yards after catch, but I never thought he had the most strongest hands like a DeAndre Hopkins or a Fitzgerald, or even Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, if we're going to go just stick with this era. But I just never thought he was strong on that, and he showed me tonight that he is not. He can catch screens and drags, but you give him a real route or a deep ball, you got to catch that one that Dak threw at towards the end of the game, the one where he put it over the safety and right into the bucket. You got to catch that pass. You got to. But I know, he's the star player, so I'm sure he feels bad about it as well, so I don't need to be on here and remind him of what he did wrong. But CeeDee will be better as the season goes on. But Dak looked incredible today, man. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Dak Prescott. He looked incredible today. His mobility looked good. His accuracy looked good. His decision-making looked good. He was confident. He knew where he wanted to go with the football. He stepped into the pocket. He broke sacks. Dak Prescott looked amazing today. I have to give it to him. He looked like a $61 million man. And, of course, the play that doesn't get talked about enough with Dak Prescott, or probably won't get talked about enough, is when the Cowboys fumbled the ball and he was able to go out there and get a sack, and make a tackle, a game-saving tackle on that fumble recovery. So shout out to Dak Prescott, who played exceptionally well. On the other side of the field, Jalen Hurts literally put the team on his back. I mean, he had it all tonight. He was very accurate. He was making the right reads. He was making plays with his feet, his legs. It was incredible. If it's not there, just take off. Us Texans fans say the same thing about C.J. Stroud. Just take off. You ain't got to be a super athlete, but you can run well enough to get 4 or 5 yards. That way we don't get any negative yards. And Jalen Hurts did an excellent job of that, of just keep getting yards and keep chipping away and getting that first down. So shout out to Jalen Hurts for playing as good as he did on today. This game was a really good welcome back to the NFL kind of game. we had a weather delay, and so that's why I'm posting this video so late, because I had to get on here as soon as the game was over. But the weather delay added, I think, an extra hour in the game or something like that, so it kind of put everything behind a little bit. But this game really got me pumped, man. I'm really got me pumped for the games on Sunday. Our team, my team, if you don't know what team I am, if you can't tell by everything that's around, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm so excited to see my guys. I'm so excited to see other guys. I'm just ready to sit down and watch football all day. In this game, we got a game tomorrow, the Chiefs and the Eagles. I might do a reaction after that. The Chiefs and the Chargers. So I might do a reaction after that one. I'm in a football mood. If y'all like this content, I promise y'all I'm going to keep it coming. So yes, Eagles defeat Cowboys tonight in a thriller. CeeDee Lamb, the big story of the day, 3 big drops toward the end of the game. And also Jalen Carter suspended for spitting on Dak Prescott, even though we did see Dak Prescott spit first. So who was you going for tonight? Who was you rooting for tonight? What did you think of the games tonight? Hey, I want to know in the comments. Drop it down below. I want to finish this conversation down there with you all in the comments. So until next time, this your boy PetryPerfect, and I'll see y'all for the next reactions. Peace.